Denzel Washington, Antoine Fuqua, The Equalizer 3, some collaborations in Hollywood just work. Let's get into it. Hey movie fans, I'm Matt, and today we're discussing The Equalizer 3 starring Denzel Washington and Dakota Fanning, directed by Antoine Fuqua. This film is the third in the series that's loosely based on the 1980s TV series of the same name. And this movie marks the first time in Denzel Washington's career he's ever done a trilogy, as well as Antoine Fuqua, but this actually is their fifth collaboration together. I think these dudes might enjoy working together. In this film, Robert McCall finds himself at home in southern Italy, but he soon discovers his friends are under the control of local crime bosses. As events turn deadly, McCall knows what he has to do: become his friend's protector by taking on the mafia. Now at this point in his career, I really shouldn't have to spend any time talking about Denzel Washington. But is this even a review if I don't talk about him? Look, the man is an acting legend, and in Equalizer 3, his performance is as solid as ever. It's funny because at times you may think he's just phoning it in, but then you laugh at yourself because that's just a ridiculous notion. Even when it seems he could just coast on his talent, Denzel doesn't hold back. He's a force to be reckoned with, and his portrayal as McCall is as captivating as ever. One aspect of the film that truly stands out is its breathtaking Italian backdrop. The film takes us on a visual tour of the Amalfi Coast and Rome and Naples, and God, it's just gorgeous. It's a visual feast for the eyes. And these picturesque locations serve as more than just a backdrop. They become integral to the film's atmosphere. Between the intense action sequences, there are moments you'll find yourself just mesmerized by the sheer beauty of Italy. Seriously, as soon as we walked out of the movie, my wife was already trying to plan a trip to Italy. It was gorgeous. And speaking of the action, The Equalizer 3 takes it a step further with the brutality, making it perhaps the most intense and gory installment of the franchise. And building off of the action, the choreography is really spot on, and Denzel's age doesn't hinder the execution of the action. It's a testament to smart filmmaking when action scenes are tailored to the lead actor, as opposed to over-editing as seen in other action films. Do yourself a favor, in a moment, pause this review, open another browser, type in Taken 3 fence jump edit, and you'll understand exactly what I mean. You're welcome. One particular highlight of the film is the reunion of Denzel Washington and Dakota Fanning. While her character's insertion into the series may seem a bit cliche or a bit lazy, this duo hasn't graced the screen together since Man on Fire. And if I don't recommend enough movies to you guys, yes, see Man on Fire. It's fucking awesome. Overall, it feels like a great tip of the hat to fans of Man on Fire to have them now on screen together playing different roles, aged up quite a bit for The Equalizer 3. An intriguing stylistic choice in The Equalizer 3 was the use of fade to black scenes bookending the story. Now, it's not necessarily a good or a bad thing, but it's definitely a unique choice that piqued my curiosity. We really don't see that in today's filmmaking. I tried to do some research as to why the filmmakers chose to do this, but I came up short. So if you happen to know the answer, please let me know in the comments. Now, overall as a whole, The Equalizer 3 is definitely an improvement over the second film. Now, to me, the second film isn't bad, it's a solid movie, but it definitely felt like a more streamlined sequel as compared to the first film. Whereas The Equalizer 3 definitely feels more in line with the first film of the series, but somehow manages to strike a balance between the previous entries. I hope I'm not confusing you there. The story doesn't aim for this grand, globe-trotting adventure, especially because it takes place in Italy. Instead, it keeps things relatively small in scale. While this might seem unexpected if you haven't seen the previous films, it's completely consistent with the franchise's established tone. So should you see The Equalizer 3? Well, in short, yes. But I'm also going to say that you should see at least the first film before seeing this one. Understanding McCall's journey so far only enhances the experience and makes the latest installment all the more satisfying. Also, if you're a fan of Denzel Washington, and come on, let's be honest, who's not a fan of Denzel? You know what to expect in terms of the talent involved. This film isn't here to change the world, but it allows us to dive back in with a character that I have certainly enjoyed watching on screen. As always, I encourage you to watch the film and form your own opinion though. Let me know your thoughts about it down in the comments below and have your voices heard. Also, if you enjoyed this review, please like this video and subscribe to my channel to get a new movie review from me every week. Next week, the Conjuring universe continues to live on with The Nun 2. The first film was awful, just like the first Annabelle film. Then Annabelle Comes Home comes out and it was a huge upgrade to the first film. I'm hoping the same is true with The Nun 2. I'm not worried about the scares. It's not going to take much to scare me. Just give me a better story, please. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys at the theaters next week.